You can't run away. You can't deny that you're together. I saw you. My name's Andrew. What's yours?
Gail.
Gail and
Robbie.
Robbie. Where are you from?
Port Stephen, Shell Bay.
What do you do?
What do I do? Oh, a bit of everything. I'm a housewife.
Yes.
And a grandmother.
And a grandmother? You don't
Yes.
look like a grandmother.
Oh, thank you.
Can we see your eyes?
Oh, do you have to?
No, no, no.
Oh, the sun's shining.
No, you can put them back on. All right, you can put them
No,
back
it's
on.
all right.
And tell us about your children.
Yeah, little girl.
Little girl.
Sarah. Yeah. Got
Right.
2 kids, a boy and a girl.
Both grown up.
Yes.
And whose is Sarah?
Stephen's our son's.
The son's.
Yeah,
right.
he's a chef.
Is he? That sounds good.
No.
Is it in the family?
No, it's not. No.
He never cooks for us.
He never cooks for you.
No.
What do you do?
I'm a tech teacher, teach carpentry.
You teach carpentry. Nothing to do with cooking, really.
No,
No.
not really, but strangely enough, I wanted to be a chef when I was about 12, 14.
Did you?
And I applied in high school and they said, no, boys don't do that. And boys weren't allowed to do home economics.
Because some of the greatest chefs in the world have been.
Well,
men.
they were nearly all men in those days,
Yeah.
but you couldn't do home economics.
So how
That
did
was
you become
strange. So I did carpentry instead.
Yeah.
So
Did you sort of study woods and hardwoods and
Yes.
softwoods and all that
you
stuff?
study, as you go through the trade, you learn skills for
Yes.
each area.
Yeah,
And the joy is now passing it on to the young people.
yeah. And you teach that. Do you find that it's sort of a surprise, that they get a surprise how much there is to learn? And
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
To give them joy or satisfaction of
Yes.
achieving something on their own, and then off they go from that.
Yes,
The joy in teaching is seeing what they end up after 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
yes. Why did you go into teaching it?
I always enjoyed sharing. I enjoyed being an apprentice,
Uh-huh.
so I enjoyed that
Yes.
tradesman-apprentice relationship.
Right,
And then when I became a tradesman, I like passing my trade
Right.
onto the boys.
right.
And teaching, yeah, it was just a progressional step. It was either moving to, say, teaching or going onto management.
Yes.
And,
But this way you still
and I still get to play with the tools. And
play with the tools. Do you like
It
that?
is. It is play.
What's the thing that you're most proud of that you've made?
A family, I think.
How long have you been married?
It's November, will be 24 years.
24 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a
Yeah. That's
snap of time.
Yeah, it started off a long time ago.
Yeah. Where did you come from? Where did you
Wall's
meet?
End in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And
Both of you?
Yes.
well,
yeah.
he was originally from Lithgow. He was born there, but lived in Wall's End all his life. Apart from when he was born in Lithgow.
Yeah, we met just after school.
After high school?
Yeah,
High school dance,
yeah.
actually.
Was it? What, the final dance? The sort of...
It was an end of year.
Would have been for you.
Yeah.
Yeah? End of your...
End of year for me, or it was end of the year for me, and he
Yes.
happened to be there chaperoning his little sister.
Oh, I see.
Got nabbed.
And what happened? You asked Gail to dance?
Oh yes.
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 Because he didn't like the fellow I was dancing with.
Bit of rivalry. I didn't like
Brushed him off.
Didn't matter who he asked, so I was going to get him out the way.
Oh, I see. So this was really nothing to do with Gail at all.
Yes, I figured it might have had.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you remember that pretty well?
Oh, we do.
Yes.
It's,
Oh,
it's
we were all
curious,
grown
isn't
up.
it?
He was 16 and I was 14, so.
You were 14.
Yeah. I thought she
But I
was
did
really
tell him
grown
I
up.
was 15 though. I did lie.
Yeah.
Be a sophisticated, mature woman of the
Yes.
world at 15.
I was pretty grown up and all myself. I was 16 or 17 or something.
Yeah.
16. Yeah.
And you've been together ever since?
Yes, we have.
What about your parents? I mean, that would have been pretty young. And
It
presumably...
was hard on parents, the shock
Yeah.
of getting married young, and
How old when you got married?
20 and 18.
18. He
Oh,
was,
you waited a while.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little while. I was 18, he turned 20 the next week.
Never a problem for us.
Do you remember, did you propose to Gail?
Do
Do you
we
remember?
were engaged.
We're engaged.
Yeah, I
but,
suppose I did, but it wasn't any big formal
No.
event.
So from that dance, it was almost like a foregone conclusion?
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
yes.
Yeah?
It was.
Really? Instant like that?
It was. It was love at first sight.
Did you walk her home? Or take her home?
Oh,
Yes, I
yes.
walked. My mum was there waiting to take myself and my young sister home, and
Yes.
I said, "G'day, Mum, I'll walk home." And I just
Couple of miles in
put
the
Gail behind me and walked out. Yeah.
From Wall's End High out
Yeah.
to South Wall's End where I lived was a couple of miles, and in the fog, and dogs attacked, didn't they?
Memorable walk.
It was, but yeah, it's just,
Because then
We
you had to
picked-
turn around and go back home.
yeah, one of the things that worked for us, our values grew together. You know, we had certain values to start with, but
Yes.
as we evolved as a younger family,
Yes.
our values grew together, and our goals have always been the same.
Yes.
And whatever we embark on, like, we do a lot of snow skiing now, and it's one of the reasons we come here, because it's on the way through. Been skiing about 14 years, but it's something we evolved together,
Mm.
And
Yes.
when you have goals together,
Yeah.
there can be no real conflict because
Well, you sort of
head in
grew
the
up
same
together.
line.
Oh, that's right. And we grew up with our kids too.
You seem supremely happy together.
Oh yes.
Were there times when you weren't? Were there?
Oh, lots of
moments
hard
of-
times. I think the main stress on us is financial.
Yes.
When things get hard, it's hard to stay happy and smiling.
Yes.
And you have situations with jobs, highs and lows in your own
Yes.
work situation.
Yes.
And the financial when the strain's on you. But that's when I think you've got to have your own plans and goals and dreams. You know, you never reach your dreams, but you have them there.
Yes.
And I think that's been the key to us. It's
Yeah.
just we're now moving into a new stage where our daughter's and son's finally moving away, and we have more freedom.
Yes.
But we've now got a granddaughter, so there's another
No
element
freedom.
coming in.
Do a lot of babysitting.
Yes.
There's a new element coming into our life, which is just different.
Yes.
I remember it was last year, Carl's birthday, and there was no one around. Tracy was working out in the snow,
worked in
Stephen
the
was
snow, yeah.
working, and we didn't know what to do because the kids weren't there to have Carl's birthday.
Because they're always with us.
It was really
Yeah.
The life's starting to change.
Hi.
Good day.
We're doing a show for SBS called Front Up. We front up to people and have a chat to them. Are you a local?
No, but I work locally.
What do you do?
I'm a restaurant manager.
Oh well, yes. What else can you do in a street like this?
That's right.
About 500 restaurants in 500 yards.
Well, you're pretty close.
Yeah. What's a restaurant you manage?
It's an Italian one. It's called Sorrento.
And what are you Italian?
No, I'm not actually.
Where are you from?
I'm from Amsterdam.
Ah, all right. That's not too far from Italy, then.
No.
And how long have you been here?
In the restaurant, about 13 years.
So it's a pretty good restaurant.
It's been around for about 47 years.
Has it?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
And does your wife work in the restaurant?
No. She works for a computer company.
Right. You couldn't work with your wife, huh?
I could, but it's not practical at this stage.
Do you have any children?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No.
How long have you been married?
6.5 years.
Right. So you're just practicing.
It's a bit more than that.
You're gonna have children?
Oh yes,
You do.
yeah.
Soon?
We're in the middle of IVF.
Oh, really? That's interesting. How? I have some friends who did this. It took quite a long time to figure out that there was something wrong,
Yeah.
and then they went onto the program. But
Yeah.
they did. They were quite happy with it. Are you happy with the program?
Yes, I am.
How long have you? When did you start it?
Well, that's our second try now.
Yes.
Well, when we started, the first try was about half a year ago, I suppose.
Right. Was the decision hard to make, or was it fairly?
Well, there was no decision to make. It's just a matter of you have no option.
Because you wanted children and you
Yeah,
couldn't have any.
That's right.
So if you wanted to have children,
Then you don't have any option. That's
well, you
right.
could adopt.
You could, but no, I'd like to have my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there any risk in the program?
Of course, the success rate is not always 100%.
Right.
So yes, the risk of failure is always there, but
But this is your second try,
Yeah.
so the first one wasn't successful.
it was successful, but we lost it after 7 weeks. So
Did you know that that was a risk?
yes, we knew that,
Yeah.
and I'd say it's not easy,
Bad.
but it's okay.
Is your wife? She must be sort of feeling a little bit nervous about it.
Yeah, well, if you don't try it, you
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah.
So basically, my philosophy is I don't want to turn around after, let's say, 10 years and say we should have done this,
Yeah.
we should have done that.
Yeah.
No, do it.
Yes.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah. Is your wife Australian?
Yes. Yeah.
So obviously you met here. You've been here a long time, of course, if you've been running a restaurant.
Yeah,
for
I've been here
13
since '81.
Yeah. And how did you meet your wife?
In a nightclub.
You bought her a drink or she bought you a drink?
No, actually, she had one and I had one.
Yeah.
It's quite funny the way we met. I was eyeing off, and so was she, and our eyes met. We had eye contact, so we started a conversation that way.
Yeah. What's her name?
Jill,
Jill. And that was how long ago?
that was 84.
You'd already been here a couple of years.
Yes, it was.
Your English is very good. Was it always that good?
No. Actually, I failed my final exam at school because of my English.
Did you?
But no, I must say, after being here that long,
Yes.
you would have picked it up. But you still keep your accent, you'll never lose that.
No, but when you met, how was your English then?
Pretty bad.
Was it?
Yep.
So how did you converse? What was the first thing that you said to her?
I can't remember that, honestly. I can't.
But you started talking that night?
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously it wasn't too bad because you made yourself understood.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah. That was interesting.
Would you have changed anything now if you can go back? Would you change?
Well, back to Europe.
No, back to from the start, from the time you arrived in Australia. Would you, for example, not come to Australia? Or do you think you made the right decision?
No, I think I made the right decision. Knowing where I came from Amsterdam, looking at the possibility of what I call that, housing,
Yes.
employment, philosophy of the government, it was not to my liking, let us say it that way.
Yeah.
The waiting list back in '81 for rental premises in Amsterdam was 7 years. That's for a rental property. Before it's your turn, you can rent one. So.
And now, do you have your own place?
Oh yes.
And you got that fairly quickly, quicker than 7 years?
What I have achieved here in the last, let's say, 14 years I've been in Australia would have taken me about 30 years in Holland to achieve the same. Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Today I'm gonna go back and pick my wife up in about an hour's time, and later on this afternoon I've got to go to the dentist.
Yeah. Are you picking your wife up? She's not working either?
No, she's right at this moment in hospital with the embryo implant.
Wow.
So it's all happening today.
Gee, it's a big day.
So,
big day. Are you nervous?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Have you had a boyfriend recently?
Yeah. Is this what you do? You just go
This
around
is
just
what we do.
asking everybody everything?
Exactly what we do. Yeah.
That's what you get paid to do?
Yep. What did you buy?
Some McDonald's for breakfast.
McDonald's for breakfast. Okay, well, we don't have to know exactly what it is.
Okay.
You seem hiding it.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about yourself. We're from SBS talking to people.
Okay, I actually work at Ocean World Manly, just across there.
What do you do?
I'm in the marketing department there, so...
Been there long?
About 9 months.
Yeah. And before that?
I just finished my degree, a marine biology degree.
Tell us about a marine biology degree.
Marine biology degree, 3 years of lots of hard work, so yeah.
But interesting?
Very interesting.
Why are you interested in marine biology?
Why? I guess I went on a school excursion when I was younger to the reef and had too many questions to ask. I wanted to find out the answers.
That's a very good reason. What sort of questions? I mean, what particularly interests you?
Probably the fact that it's most of the under of the ocean is a mystery to us, where there's still so many unanswered questions, and the human race is very unfamiliar and uncomfortable with being in the marine environment. So it's a bit of a mystery thing, I guess. Yeah.
Did you find some of the answers?
Yes, I guess I did, but it also opened up a lot more questions. So yeah.
Did your parents support your
Absolutely.
decision? Yeah. What do they do? Are they?
My mother actually works at the aquarium in Canberra, and my father works for the government. So yeah, they were very supportive.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
No, I don't.
Before you had the trip to the reef, did you have any direction, or did you know what you wanted to do?
I guess all the way through your life as you're growing up, you from year to year, you have a decision on what you're going to do. I don't think I finally made mine until I had to, when the time came to apply to universities, and even probably not then until the acceptances came back, and you get acceptances from different universities across Australia from different states. So I guess that was when the real decision had to be made.
And what's it like now being, full on in the workforce, in the career of your choice?
Well, what more could you ask for, I guess?
That's right. Now, but you're in the marketing department, so
Yes, I am.
how much hands-on work is there with marine biology?
I
in
also
that?
do a day a week with the animals, and part of my job is to run what we call Shark Dive Sydney, which is where certified scuba divers can dive in the tank of an evening time. That is part of my job, and so I tend to be working a couple of nights a week doing just that. So I guess I do have still a fair bit of hands-on.
Right. What about relationships? You're not married, I guess?
No, not at all.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm too busy.
You're too busy.
No, I'm too content with what I'm doing at the moment.
Do you have an ambition to discover something, to change something? You know, do you hope to make your mark in marine biology?
I guess I'd like to do something worthwhile. I like to specialise in the whole picture, the general picture, ecology. So I guess for me, to make my mark would be to realise an understanding of what's really going on and being able to perhaps educate people to respect a little bit more than what we do at the moment. We're part way there, but we've got a long way to go. So I guess that would be where I'd like to make my mark.
And do you think the sea has the answer to man's future? Source of energy and food?
I think to a certain extent it will. However, we are nowhere near a stage of being able to both manage or we don't have the knowledge to use it at the moment.